Productions. Welcome to DirtWorX TV. This week we're at Patetonga Speedway in the South Waikato, North Waikato. I think we're in the West Cripples just said. And we're going to go and see some racing. We're going to find out what's happening and what they do here at this amazing test facility at Patetonga. First of all, we're going to go and cut straight to an interview that we had a few weeks ago with Cardwell, who's testing the 8H car, the new Gorge car, the Hypermax gone, the Gorge is in, and let's see what Craig's got to say about that. Craig's also going to be here at Patetonga shortly, and we're going to see some of his hot laps when he first brings that car out and starts destroying the terracotta. Enjoy it, guys. Alright guys, we are standing in front of the brand spanking new Gorge chassis. Yeah. Hyperman copy?
Nah, Hyperman copy body. That's about it.
So you still got this the Ford nose on it though, which
yeah.
You're about the only person that's running that nose.
Yeah.
So you've gone for the same image, I guess. You changed it last year and obviously enjoyed it. A few little minor changes with adding a little bit of chrome.
Yeah, we as you designed the last year's design, which is fabulous. Yeah, we'll just put some chrome instead of the grey. We're going to put some chrome stars on it, and yeah, pretty much everything else is the same.
Who does your sign writing?
Dwayne Veal.
Is he for a sign writer?
Yeah, he works for Sign Craftsman, but he's always done TC's cars throughout the years.
Now, how many times the old man won the champs?
4 times.
And how many times he said, you know, Craigie, when are you going to follow in Daddy's footsteps?
He actually doesn't. No, he's pretty good. He doesn't put pressure on me like that, but it'd be nice to win. At least one, I guess.
I guess. Leader-wise, we're going back with Huntley, or are we going to Auckland?
I've really put thought into it. We want to get the car ready first and then worry about it. But hey, if it's an H or an A or M, whatever, we're not fast.
So I've had a look at the front sort of geometry, and it looks exactly the same as a Hypermac. Okay, I talked to Shane. I think it was yesterday, and he said, "I'm sure the front has to be the same as a Hypermac."
Who's Shane?
Shane Carey from down south. Sorry, McIntyre.
No. Shane's wrong. It's not. Sorry, Shane.
Like carburation again?
Yeah, we're same setup last year, still gasoline, carbureted. Bigger cubes and new chassis.
There's a few changes that I can see myself because I suppose I've seen a lot more Hypermax than most people have.
Yeah.
What's the biggest change that he's made?
The rear end, the whole rear end's different.
Do you mind if I take some photos later? I could probably sell them to.
That's fine. Yeah, they can be copied throughout New Zealand. No, we've done a few. Most of it's in the rear end. The fronts are pretty much all the same now. The top arms and bottom arms are still all long. Still got a wide footprint at the front, which is Shane's cars, and every car now are the same. And yeah, it's really just the rear end that we've done 4 or 5 big changes on.
Do you eat pork?
Not really.
What about bacon?
Not really.
No. You're not going to eat any bacon racing this year, and some, smoked bacon.
Oh, smoked bacon, yeah.
Yeah, smoked bacon.
Yeah.
Now, Ben came up a few weeks ago and had a look. What did he think of the car?
Yeah, he liked it. Yeah, he saw things that were being done, and he thinks they're good.
You know, him and McIntyre have been on the phone, going what's going on down there with this new Gorge car?
I can imagine, mate. He tried to come in with his phone. I said, leave that in the car.
And then I come in with a camera and a phone and take a photo. And of course, one thing that I did do was I took a photo with bacon sticker on your car because that's the only way that we can get a bacon going fast this season.
Love it.
I think he's going to spend half the season off anyway because Mrs. Bacon baby on the way.
Yeah.
It's probably a horrible thing to say. Thank fuck I'm Steve the Maori, I guess. You can say whatever you like. Sorry about the first fuck, I won't say it again. So what else have we got changing? You've got a roof to come that's, again, bacon.
Yeah, we've changed the roof, put a couple of humps in it to make it look like the ZR1 roof because some people down south don't like them. I don't know who, but...
Yeah, that was a bit of an issue last year at Nelson.
Yeah, it was a bit of a hassle, so they were worried about shapes of roofs instead of worried about their own cars,
and
which is Speedway. So yeah, we've done that to stop that hassle. And we've put the radiator. Radiator's another big change. We've put that more vertical.
Now last year you still had the big air dam, or that it was scavenging as much air as it could going into the back of the car.
Yeah, last year wasn't a problem as such. It got a little bit hot at Bay Park, but now we've done a lot more vertical, and that'll help cool it a lot better.
NASCAR engine?
Close.
Still, does it come? I mean, is it inspired from like dirt and the dirt stuff, or is
the
it
guy
actually...
over there that builds them? He does all the late models.
Yep.
He specialises in them over in the States, and he's big over there. He's sort of, yeah, his motors have won a lot of national titles. We've stuck with him. We've done a guy that works with Dad, Mark. He did a lot of research on him, and he had a lot of good results from these engines. So we've sort of gone that way, and we're happy as with them. They're reliable. They start easy. The performance-wise, they're good, really good. So
running on pump gas effectively. Obviously, we're not talking about going down to the service station and filling it up with Gulls 98 or 97, whatever it is, are we?
no, it's F-gas. Yeah, it's just a high octane. You probably could. Well, I don't know. I think you could, but it's effectively pump gas, just a high octane, really.
I've got to ask, just because I know that we've got a few people watching on and they've got different phones and stuff. Are you an Apple man? Are you like finally worked it out that Apple are fruit and you should move to the Galaxy like I have?
Mate, I'm iPhone all day.
So you think I'm a space cadet?
No, hey, I don't care.
Let's talk about a couple of championships. You've got the New Zealand's coming up there in Woodford Glen, another trip down to a place that I guess Cardwell family have called home.
Yeah, and it's a big trip for us down there. TC's had a lot of good races down there. He's never won there, so for us to win there would be really, really good, you know. So we that was the main reason we wanted to design a car for down there too, because that track goes so slick. It's really hard to pass in the last sort of feature race, which is everything in our championship. So we need to build something to keep up with old Burst down there.
Well, Burst has been flying and he's got a few changes, of course. I suppose we should probably talk about poor old Rexy. So, hey, Rex, back at home in Nelson. I hope you're getting better, buddy. I know that the old leg, it's been pretty bad for Rex, of course, who cruised for the 21N car of Ian Burson. He's been a bit unwell, and him and Maxine have had a pretty shit of a last few years. So, just thinking of you guys out there.
Yeah, no, I've been talking to Rex a bit lately. Still one with it, but taking it easy on him. But he's, I talked to him on Wednesday when I think Wednesday or Thursday when he got his results, and he's going to keep his leg, which is good.
Yeah, that's good.
So yeah, be good to see him catch up.
What are you pumping at the moment? You're pushing massive weights on there.
I'm just still yoga, mate.
Yoga.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good fun with the yoga now, you know.
Really, it's working for you.
I've got to lean off the weights coming to race season, so I'm nice and light.
As Jake the Muss said, it's too much weight work, not enough speed work. Yeah,
that's it. So.
Of course.
No, I've just been keeping fit off season. Doing all the good things.
So you get on the treadmill or?
Yeah, do a bit of cardio and that.
Bit of cardio?
Yeah, try to do a bit of cardio each time.
Just lessen the carbs?
Yeah, cut the carbs out, mate.
Yeah, but you still got chicken legs.
No, I'm working on it.
All right, mate.
I'm working
Craig, again, thank you very much for taking the time to let us have a look at this new car of yours. We've got a few photos and a few videos and stuff that we'll show of this one here. But for now, we'll go back to the studio. Thanks, guys.
We've just watched the interview with Craig. Now we get the chance to see him actually go out there and have a skid. Sadly, the roof isn't on because he gets sort of Ben Harding. We hope that he's as slow on the track as he is at getting this roof done. So, Craig Cardwell, let's go and see what the first skid in this new Murry Gorge built chassis is going to do. I just noticed that the tyre's been rubbing on the bodywork, Carl.
Yeah, mate.
Now, of course, you're running a Hoosiers on this car.
Yes, definitely.
If that was an American racer and it was rubbing like that, what do you think would happen?
Probably would have exploded by now, I'd say. Definitely.
All right, Carl, I'll let you carry on, mate. I don't like to interrupt the man working.
Yeah, that's all I'm qualified for.
Seems to be the place I find Craig Cardwell. Craig, you've just had the first skid in the car, already underneath it, making a few adjustments and changes.
Yeah, mate, make it go faster.
It looked pretty quick out there. You happy with the first skid? I know there's only about probably 8 or 9 laps.
Yeah, mate, it's going to be a weapon.
So we've got Murray here. He seemed to be pretty happy with it.
Yeah, Murray's happy.
So what the old man say? I think I heard him say, "Son, I can still drive faster than you can."
He's dreaming, mate.
All right, mate. Well, we're going to see what's going to happen shortly with you, but right now we're going to go and catch up with the cripple. Cheers, Craig.
Thank you, man.
It's a very special treat for our DirtWorX viewers. I found a man they call Cripple. How are you, buddy?
I'm all right, bud. All right. Yep, cruising.
Now, you're the man who brings some of the most incredible videos from this place that you call home, Patetonga Speedway.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I just sort of stumbled upon it. Not unlike yourself, Steve, that went to university and all that. I'm like more your blue-collar filmer type person, yeah. Fat finger it, you know, shaky hand, all that sort of stuff, yeah.
It looks pretty good from what I've seen so far, mate. You've got a few hits out there. I had a look at your hit rate the other day, and it's certainly climbing.
Yeah, it is, slowly but surely. Patetonga not being like the largest place on the planet, I can't although legendary in status for different reasons, of course.
Absolutely. You've seen a few legends come through this place as well.
Have so, yeah, more than I ever thought that I would actually see at Patetonga. Yeah, it's quite amazing that people have come through here actually, yeah.
So while I'm having interviews with Dean Waddell, you're talking to Shane Van Gisbergen.
Yeah, Wade Cunningham, Jerry Coons, you know. I'd really want to see Sammy Swindell. That'll be, if I can get a Sammy Swindell signature on the shed, I'll die happy, man, yeah.
Well, you're certainly a happy man. Why do they call you Cripple?
I think it's because, yeah, okay, you've got it, yeah, that was it.
So when people are mean to you, what do you do?
Drink.
What do you do? Have you got anything that you pack in your leg to stop people from giving you shit?
I've got my bottle opener, I do.
Oh, okay, yeah, look, yeah, okay, I'm sorry about that. That's for opening bottles, everyone, of course not when Steve the Maori comes up and hits on you now. I popped through a few months ago and we, of course you did a bit of filming, actually got behind the lens of the Maori May Productions camera.
Yeah, big day for me that. I've never held anything so powerful in my life as regards to cameras, of course.
Of course, there's other things that have got a lot of power.
Yeah. As far as cameras go, you've got a big one, Steve. That is a monster.
I'm making up for the size of something, bud.
Yeah.
Now, that day there, we saw a couple of tyres move.
Yeah, that was a bit of carnage. Yeah, I think the term you used was loose. Loose.
Yeah, that was, of course, that's in reference to the 2NZ saloon car of Brent McClymont. That was Brent driving, not his crew member. I know that Brent said it with everyone else it was him, but no, I'm pretty sure it was him.
No. Yeah, not the first time we've seen a crew member get a little bit sort of excited.
All right, look, there's a man that's sparked on the track. I wonder if he wants you to push him off. If that's the case, I'll let you carry on, buddy. Hey, thanks for having a chat to us.
I hope he wants me to push him off rather than pull him off. I mean, I can do both.
Now, Cripple, we've got to go and jump onto your Cripple's YouTube channel, which is Cripple Productions. I think if they Google, they'll find you, Patetonga Speedway.
The Cripple 62, I think it is. But if you just put in Patetonga Speedway, I've got it all over there, mate.
He's got it dominated. Hey, thanks for having a chat to us today.
Go on, bro.
So how's it going, Craigie? You've had a second skid or third skid?
Yeah, third, bro. No, it's going good. Track's starting to slick up. It's good.
So you certainly do a little bit of testing here at Patetonga from time to time, and how are you finding it out there today?
No, it's good. I love this place. It's good for doing the minute changes and then going in and out. It's good.
So waiting for a couple of bits and pieces to arrive from the pits while we're sitting on the infield. We've just watched you have a skid. What's the car doing?
The car's fucking doing everything. It's really good. It's awesome off the turn, which is what we've tried to achieve, and it's just, it's really good.
Right, well, TC's come down here and he's got some big container and it's got 100 horsepower more written on it, so I guess he's pouring that into the car.
Something like that.
All right, mate. Well, I'll let you carry on testing, and yeah, thanks for letting us come down here and check out this brand new Gorge chassis. Patetonga Speedway today to test the new 8H car, a Gorge car that you've built. You must be pretty proud of the car.
Yeah, I think it's got heaps of potential, just about playing with a few things at the moment. We'll see how it goes.
And of course this is one of the bonuses we have, and nowadays, I suppose back in the old days you really had nowhere to test, so this is one of the bonuses you've got.
Yeah, it's ideal really. Like you normally, you only have 3 official practices at a official speedway track, whereas here you can come here and play all day and just test lots of things.
Now, is this the first time you've been to Patetonga yourself?
Yeah.
What do you find for the place? It's incredible, isn't it?
Oh, it's unreal. Red clay, we don't get this red clay in Taranaki.
Good knacky, boy. How's your rugby team going?
Oh, we'll see today.
So this car here, you haven't built many cars of recent that I've seen?
Yeah, I'm doing another one similar to this at the moment for a local guy, Craig Corf. That's the only couple of saloons I've done for a while.
And are you still having much to do with the modifieds?
Yeah, well, Jacko that works with me, his has been our main car that we've been playing with and experimenting with. But the main thing is super stocks. We've done quite a few super stocks.
So you've got a couple of big names in the super stocks that have certainly been doing well as well, haven't you?
Yeah, well, there's Peter Bengston, Malcolm Nartai. Moody's got one of ours now, but I think he's got somebody else playing with that as well at the moment, so I'm not too sure what he's up to.
When Malcolm Nartai comes up and drops the car off, does he try to burn things down like he tries to everywhere else?
Oh, he loves his fireworks.
This is fireworks is something we've certainly seen in the car. It's flying. Craig seems to be pretty happy, as with TC.
Yeah, he loves it, yeah.
So what sort of changes are you telling them to make when they're out there doing these things?
Oh, basically just arm angles, shock changes. Have trouble at the moment with we've got a system in the rear end, it's a 4-bar system, and the diff's walking quite a bit, so you're quite surprised at how much it's moving around, so we've had to hold a few clearances.
Certainly got no short of horsepower in that engine in front, does it?
No, it seems pretty good, doesn't it? Unfortunately, that's not my part.
But I guess when you put both of them together and you can just claim that chassis, it's a good looking chassis.
I think it'll be good.
Now, of course, a few of the people up north have been saying it's just a Hypermat copy, which obviously it's not.
Oh, if you have a look at it, there's nothing like it at all.
And with those Hoosiers sticking to the ground, it's making it fly, isn't it?
Oh, well done.
Of course, up at Bay Park, we have a bit of a battle at the moment, Hoosiers versus American races, and of course, Tony Cardwell's never going to drop anything but a Hoosier on his car, is he?
You'd be right there.
Look, we talk about the modifieds, and of course, last season we had the modifieds at Bay Park.
Okay, yeah.
So we're going to see Jacko come and have a skid up in our terracotta clay at Bay Park at some stage this season. Will we have them back?
He'll definitely be there, mate. He'll definitely be there.
Well, Bunter was looking good. He was looking pretty quick for an ugly, missing teeth-looking guy.
Yeah, I think he liked that pretty much. Yeah.
But of course, he came second to a man that I'm probably sure you've raced with, a guy out of Auckland racing in Anglia.
Oh, Jamie, he goes pretty good, doesn't he? He's got an engine just like I used to have, I believe, from Tony Marsh. He goes good.
All right, well, hey, look, congratulations on the debut of this car. It certainly looks fantastic out there. We're going to have a lot of people watching the show, and it's quite incredible to find a 6-time champion in yourself. Of course, we talked about Bertram and his 10, and TC, I think he's won it once or twice as well, eh?
Yeah, I think TC 4 times, I think. Yeah, him and Blondie won the 4 times in the saloons. Yeah.
All right, Murray, hey, look, again, thank you very much for talking to us.
Thank you.
But I found a man that really needs no introduction, but we'll do it anyway. Graham Hughes from Sportswear Photography. Graham, how are you, mate?
Good, thanks, Steve. And yourself?
Look, I'm not bad. We're
beautiful
down here.
day,
It's a beautiful day, but it always is at Patetonga. I've never seen it rain. Does it?
Oh,
well? It rains on the little grass areas out there.
the hilltop showers.
So, of course, you and I both got the call. Young Craig Cardwell testing his car today.
Stunning, isn't it?
It is absolutely
Isn't that a
incredible.
piece of
The
work?
sound of that engine is amazing.
There's no word in the English dictionary best to describe it.
Well, that's the closest word I could find was amazing, but
Yeah.
this thing is raw. And
Absolutely.
So it's about 1,200 horsepower.
Give or take a
Yeah.
couple.
And I see 10 times champion next door, Roger Bertram. He's also testing as well. And I spoke to Roger earlier, and he's got a new engine coming for Dean Waddell that's supposed to be even more than this one here. So like 1,500 horsepower.
Seriously. I watched the show from last week. I heard Waddell wiring it up. I was quite impressed.
Dean actually spoke quite well, I must say. He
For a
did.
grocer?
For a grocer.
Nervous about his bananas, though,
For
and
a
the
grocer.
produce.
Yeah, and the high. So look, let's talk about what you do. So you're the track photographer, of course, out of Rotorua Speedway
That's correct. And Bay Park.
and Bay Park.
I'm one of the minnows at Bay Park.
But I travel
And Huntly, of course.
and Huntly. I travel up and down the
Kiki.
country, and I've seen you at Kiki, Huntly, Palmy.
Yes.
You're seen everywhere, mate.
Oh, some places I'd like to be seen, but I never get to.
Well, one of
I'd
the
like to do
thing-
more on the South Island, Steve.
One of the things that you and I certainly have the problem with is that it's more what people see of what we do rather than people seeing what we're doing.
That's correct.
So look, you're sporting your what do we got? We got a Canon.
7D today, just the little one.
You normally have a couple of cameras though, don't you?
Yes.
So
Yep, got the 1D sitting at home.
You got a 1D. He's got a 1D. I didn't realise that. A 1D, beautiful camera. I know that. Hey, let's drop. We'll hashtag Vic's pics on this one here.
Vic's pics, yes, well, she's got a Mark
She's got, and of course Greg Henderson, who's another Bay Park guy.
Yeah, he's got a Mark
So
III.
everyone's rocking the 1Ds, apart from I think we've got Stuart at Bay Park is still running the.
He's 7D.
Now we've got a few Nikon people though. There's a few Nikon people around still. I think
Nikon, what's this word you talk of?
Oh, it's like Holden, you know. It's a word we shall not say.
Exactly.
So talking about the fact that it's not a Holden, so the Ford power plant in here, as we talked about earlier, absolutely
No, beautiful, mate.
It's so we've had a couple of little issues, but that's why you come to Patetonga and places testing tracks like this, because then you can iron out those issues and find out what's wrong with the car.
That's correct.
So I think the problem they had was they're getting too much traction because they can't get it, just won't break out because it's just got so much traction in this new car.
Well, having a look at the rear suspension setup in there, Mr. Gorge has exceeded himself again this time.
Yet again.
Yet again, mate.
All right. Hey, all right, let's go and see what else we've got to show you today before this little man cuts into my shop. Thanks for watching DirtWorX New Zealand Speedway. It's been a great show today, straight from Patetonga Speedway, and certainly watching the 8H Cardwell car, that Gorge chassis flying around the Patetonga track. I'm going to get the hell out of here and try and get safe. Dirts for racing, Tarsius for getting there. See you next week.